So I want to record this video real quick because this parent spoke words that many parents wanted to say. Even in the comments, I want to see if I can get to a comment that said it. So, um, and also when she started talking, I can relate. I'm sure many can relate. And also there has been many stories going on where the parents and the kids are having their differences. Some of that stuff does stand because the parent did not pour their all into it, or the parent was not trying to be the brightest or the sharpest or the best. They may think that they were. So some of that stuff is inexcusable. Uh, so, but with this parent and other parents that tried to pour in their most, and it was all they could do, it was all they knew, and it was to the best, from the heart, from the soul, all honesty. I like how this woman put all the right words in all the right places. So also using that and saying, so it takes, or it could take someone to say something a certain way for everyone to catch. Like I said, let's see here if I can get to the comment. So, he says, wow, you perfectly articulated what I would give anything to say to my son, but I know he wouldn't read it or understand it if he did. But it helps me to hear the truth and reality acknowledged in this way. Thank you. So, um, going off of this, so I myself have always been able to speak a certain way, or many times throughout my life, I feel like the words flowed through me from the universe, of course, and from higher spirits to those who believe. So, this going with everything that we are trying to do. Also related to, I'm going to do a different video on how, like we say, some individuals are able to give off something different that no one else can. So with the presidency, excuse me, with the presidency and what came in and how everything came to be, Mr. Trump, excuse me, landed in. And I do feel like, from me paying attention to everything for so many years, even before this presidency and before his first term and other presidents, um, where you have to excuse me, the thought slipped my mind. Okay, so Mr. Trump landed in, and from me paying attention to everything, it seems like he is who America needed in at the time, regardless of what anyone wanted. He is what America needed because he came from a certain background. He came from a different lane of life as far as a business lane, and that is what we needed at that time to buy us more time, because we were going to get into some real serious stuff that I don't think a bunch of people was ready for. So so he got in with his business mentality and was able to shift some things or shake some things up, and also with his strictness and his firmness. So a lot comes with that, because for many years before all of this, he was at the top. So being at the top, you see things, you go through things, people come to you for things because of the financial status. So you even had the government reaching out, so these people, they know things. So regardless of what you like or how you feel or your opinion, be glad that it was a good decision for America at the time. Now, could there be more to it, to him? Yes. But who's perfect? Look at everything that America has been going through. The human race alone, I feel like we're behind. Lack of something or many things to where we could have been further ahead. So without all, or excuse me, I feel like we should go from all the attacking here and attacking there, and we're divided here and we're divided there. I think we have to go through all of that and pull together. And I know this stuff has been being said many years, but it has not been done. So it's like, why keep saying it? And I am starting to feel, um, how when you just feel crazy saying things because nothing's getting done. So, which is what I don't do. So I'm an action person. I like to see things. And when I did come out the first time and I sent my stuff out, and
That almost
people in power, presidency, and royalty, when I sent my stuff out, things started happening. All of my stuff is documented, and everything that I put out in my first introduction video on my
broke me.
And this here, look, these people, this here, these apps, they doing stuff. I'm glad it just got that 2 times. So it'll start on its own. And then you got to push it 2 times for it to stop. But anyway, so on my first YouTube channel, Lushawn Rose, there's a video on there, if not the first one. And then in the description, there's my first introduction video, and there are other links to show what different systems I was trying to create for the people. So, but anyway, I wanted to speak on that a little bit. We'll do a whole other video on that. But this one right here is important because of relatives, bloodlines, being separated, not working together, not knowing how to work together. There's a whole other story on that too, from me studying bloodlines and working with people and understanding how they can work together because of them having some of the same. They'll have some of the same, like let's say same interests or whatever.
Just so it wouldn't break you.
Excuse me, just from being in bloodline. But I'm trying to say that so quick so I can get back to this, which is very important. So
First.
parents and kids try to work together, try to get an understanding. And parents, where you were wrong, try and step it up. I did put something on my social media recently to say that we have to step it up. There has been generational lacking, so everyone has to.
And still woke up one day.
Man. But anyway, we do want to listen. I'm going to play this out and listen to what she say real quick so everyone can hear it.
There's been a lot of stories lately about kids cutting off toxic parents. But nobody talks about the parents who weren't toxic. The ones who gave everything. Not perfectly, but with every honest piece of their heart. Who showed up to every game, coached most of their sports, and sat through every concert like it was the only place in the world that mattered. Who memorized your favorite foods, your sleep patterns, your childhood fears, in case you needed me before you ever had to ask. Who prayed for you more times than I ever prayed for myself. Who learned to be strong so that you would never have to see me scared, because I was. Who raised you in a world that almost broke me, just so it wouldn't break you first. And still woke up one day to find that their child had erased them, like they were nothing but a wound to escape from. I don't chase you, not because I stopped loving you, but because loving you shouldn't have to mean begging to be let in. But I'd be lying if I said it doesn't feel like grieving someone who is still alive. You're living your life like I never existed, while I wake up every day remembering the version of you that once loved me. I don't know what story you have had to tell yourself to make me the enemy. And maybe I'll spend the rest of my life loving someone who never once asked for my side of the story. But gosh, there is a special kind of heartbreak in raising a child so well that you gave them the strength to walk away from you and never look back. And I just pray when you rewrite me, you at least remember that I loved you. There's been a lot of stories lately about kids cutting off toxic parents. But nobody talks about the parents who weren't toxic. The ones who gave everything. No.
Yes. Let us all try and work together.